Sun Wukong as the inspiration for many works of art. Today we will discuss who Sun Wukong is. Birth of the stone monkey shocked the heaven. He was born in a fairy stone on Huaguo mountain in the Onyongong, Jiangsu, China. The stone is about 13 meters high and about 8 meters in circumference. After he was born, the stone was broken into 2 pieces, which are still on Huaguo mountain today. The period after the stone monkey was born may be the happiest time of his life. He played with animals and lived on wild fruits and stream water. One day, the stone monkey discovered the cave of water curtains while playing in the water with the monkeys. As the first monkey who successfully entered the cave without getting hurt, the monkeys elected Stone Monkey as the charming Monkey King. It was written, Flower Fruit Mountain is blessed land, Water Curtain Cave is fairyland on a stone in the cave. The Monkey King began to live here with the monkeys. Hundreds of years passed, and the Monkey King realized that death was inevitable in his life and began to worrying. So he decided to take a bamboo raft across the ocean to find a way to live forever. The Monkey King learned human etiquette and language on his journey, which took 10 years. He met Patriarch Bodhi at a place called Fangchang Mountain. Before he started learning, the Patriarch gave him the surname Sun. The name Sun is derived from Hu Sun, which means monkey. The left part of this Chinese character represents wild beasts. When the wildness is removed, we get to surnames Hu and Sun. The 2 parts of the character Hu represent old and in, symbolizing the end and death in Taoist studies. In contrast, the 2 parts of Sun represent young and young, symbolizing the beginning and growth. So, the stone monkey was given the surname Sun. Patriarch Bodhi's sect ranks members according to 12 characters, and Sun belongs to the Wu character generation. Therefore, he was given the name Wukong, which means awakening to emptiness. Wukong was an ordinary student for 7 years. The master, recognizing his intelligence, suggested that he come at night to learn higher level magic. The advanced mantra of heavenly immortals is Wukong's basic skill. This technique can help Wukong live longer and make his body stronger. More importantly, it helps Wukong better learn other mystical skills. After 3 years of learning, the master taught him more things. 72 polymorphic transformations. After Sun Wukong has successfully enhanced his longevity, the heavenly rules will try to eliminate him through disasters for violating the rules. Therefore, he needs the 72 polymorphic transformations to avoid the 3 disasters, which are thunder strikes, fire burns, and winds blows. This number means there are many transformations, not literally 72, and it comes from Taoism, which believes that there are 72 earthly fiends among the stars of the Big Dipper. According to another explanation, the 72 polymorphic transformations refer to 72 kinds of supernatural abilities. Gigantic body deformation, the magical power to make his body larger, mimicking the sky and land. In games, this appears similar to the 72 polymorphic transformations, but Wukong can actually become bigger. Cloud somersault, Wukong's transportation. One somersault can fly about 40,000 to 50,000 kilometers. Due to different unit conversions across dynasties in China, the exact distance can't be accurately calculated. Multiple clones. He creates clones using the hairs on his body. There are 84,000 hairs, and each hair can transform, but Wukong has never tried plucking all his hair at once. The immobilization spell. This is a spell that immobilizes the enemy. There are 2 ways to use it. through incantations or by directly pointing at the opponent to cast the immobilization spell. After its use, the spell recipient will remain immobilized for a day and a night, unless the spell recipient has strong power or the caster removes the spell. Drawing a circle as a prison, using the golden staff to draw a circle on the ground. It is as strong as a wall of copper and iron, keeping tigers, leopards, wolves, insects, demons, and ghosts at bay. It can protect the safety of those inside the circle. Wukong used it to protect the Tang priest. Because Wukong showed off skills in front of his classmates, he was expelled. The patriarch Bodhi left him with a message: if you ever made a big mistake in the future, don't tell anyone who was your teacher. After that, Sun Wukong returned to Wagwo Mountain and used his skills to drive away the demon that had occupied the mountain. While training his monkeys, he realized they had no iron weapons. So, he went to all a country to plunder the city's weapons, but he couldn't find anything suitable for himself. Wukong then decided to go to the East Sea Dragon Palace to search for weapon by using the waterway outside the Water Curtain Cave. When he arrived at the Dragon Palace, Wukong asked the East Sea Dragon King for a weapon as a neighbor. In the end, he received the will-following golden hoop staff from the East Sea Dragon King. This staff could change size and weight, reaching up to 13,500 katis, with golden hoops at both ends and black iron in the middle. Wukong, armed with his new weapon, forced this Dragon King to give him a set of equipment. The Dragon King didn't have it, so he called his 3 brothers. The 4 Siege Dragon Kings were thus forced to provide Wukong with a set of equipment. In addition, there were Phoenix feathered purple gold headdress, golden chain mail armor, and lotus silk cloud walking shoes. The 4 Siege Dragon Kings were feeling indignant about the forced robbery. Sun Wukong returned home and continued his adventurous life. He traveled around, made friends, and became sworn brothers with 6 other demon kings. Because he was the youngest, he became the 7th brother. One day, while he was sleeping, Wukong was taken to the hell by the Hell's envoy. He stormed into the Senro Palace furiously. The King of Hell told Wukong that he was 342 years old and due to die today, but Wukong was too powerful. The King of Hell had to hand over the life and death register book. Wukong crossed out all the names of the Monkey Clan and fought his way out of the underworld. The 4 Sea Dragon Kings and Qingguang King, who is one of the kings of the Hell, reported the matter to the Jade Emperor. The Jade Emperor, following the advice of the Great White Planet, decided to invite Sun Wukong to heaven to take care of the celestial horses as a keeper. Sun Wukong was exciting for this offer and took his job very seriously. However, during a chat with others, he found out that his official position was very low ranking. He returned home indignantly and declared himself the sky-equaling great sage. The heaven sent Li Jing, the heavenly king, holding the Pagadato, and Neza, marshal of the central altar, to capture him, but Wukong defeated both. After this, Wukong's 6 elder brothers also gave themselves great nicknames. The Great White Planet thought the great sage was very talented, so he requested the Jade Emperor to arrange for the great sage to guard the Immortality Peach Garden. There were 3,600 trees in this garden, divided into 3 areas. Each area had 1,200 trees. The first part ripened once every 3,000 years, the second part ripened once every 6,000 years, and the third part ripened once every 9,000 years. The Queen Mother of the West convened the peach celebration, but the great sage was not invited, so he ate almost all the peach garden in rage. After that, the great sage went to the festival and found no one there, so he ate and drank secretly, and also ate Lord Lao's elixir. After waking up from the wine, the great sage decided to escape back to Waguo Mountain. After returning home, the Jade Emperor sent heavenly soldiers and generals to Waguo Mountain to arrest the great sage. The violence of this war was such that it made the sky turn dark. In the battle with Along Shen, Wukong was hit on the head by the golden ring thrown by Guanyan Bodhisattva, fell off the battlefield, and was captured back to their heavenly palace. Burning and beheading could not hurt the great sage. With the consent of the Jade Emperor, Lord Laozi threw him into the alchemy furnace. The torture in the alchemy furnace for 49 days did not kill him, but unexpectedly created his fiery golden eyes and Vajra body. The great sage contracted an eye disease while being burned in the alchemy furnace. The side effect of this disease is that he can see the true nature of beings, such as demons and immortals in human form, and visions that are difficult for others to see. The great sage's body was forged into one piece by the Samdi fire, due to the immortality peaches, celestial wine, and elixir he ate. Most attacks are useless to the great sage afterwards. He escaped. After knocking over the alchemy furnace, the sky-equaling great sage began to make havoc throughout heaven. The Jade Emperor had no choice but to invite Tathagata Buddha. Tathagata Buddha made a bet with the great sage. The great sage lost. He was pressed under the 5 Elements mountain for 500 years. The 6-character mantra was inscribed on the mountain to help imprison Sun Wukong. Wukong survived by eating iron balls and drinking copper water. 500 years later, Tong Priest arrived at the 5 Elements mountain, released Sun Wukong, and accepted him as a disciple. They journeyed to the west together. Tong Priest thought Sun Wukong looked like a spiritual practitioner, so he named him Xingzi. The meaning of Xingzi is pilgrim. During this time, Wukong wore a golden hoop. The hoop embedded in his flesh, combined with the tightening spell, gave him a terrible headache. This was Tong Priest's way to prevent Wukong from committing violent acts again. Afterward, Sun Xingji helped Tong Priest recruit 3 disciples. Many demons were attracted to Tong Priest because eating his meat could grant immortality. After overcoming 81 disasters, Tong Priest, Wukong, Baji, Wujing, and the White Dragon Horse finally obtained the true sutra in the West. The Tathagata Buddha bestowed upon him the victorious fighting Buddha. From this title, we guess that he belongs to the fighting department among Buddhas. At the same time, fighting Buddha also represents his courage to fight against everything. No one knows the story after this. Did Wukong become stronger? Is victorious fighting Buddha still Wukong? Where is fighting Buddha, and what is he doing right now? Fighting Buddha has appeared in many stories, but most of them are cameo roles. The first 3A game from China, Black Myth Wukong, will officially be released on August 20th, 2024. What kind of answer will Black Myth Wukong give us?